Hi folks, and welcome to another video on the Ducati Scrambler, and as you would already have worked out, I'm going to change the exhaust on this. I've got a new cap. Ducati seem to be getting their claws into me, so I thought I would wear this one for this episode. But essentially I'm going to change the exhaust on this. Now the stock exhaust I don't think sounds that bad, but it feels like it just needs a little bit more depth to it, and just a fraction more. I don't really want to go for a super loud exhaust on this. If I feel like I need more, then I do have the option to be able to change this collector box for a new link pipe. I don't want to go too noisy on this. I just want to add a little bit of character and a little bit of depth. So what exhaust did I choose? I thought I might as well keep it Italian for this, and I've gone with LV10 and one of their LV10 end cans. Now I've used LV10 exhaust in the past. I fitted one on my KTM 1050 adventure many years ago in the early days of the channel. And the thing I like about LV10 is they make really nice exhausts, but they're also very keenly priced too. So it's not going to break the bank, it's going to look good, and hopefully it's going to sound good. And this is the particular model I went with, the LV10 in black. It's got the mesh on the end with the silver end cone. A nice, neat looking exhaust. Smaller than the stock one, so I'm going to be saving a little bit of weight, although obviously most of the weight is in the cat down here. But it's going to look neater, and we've got a much wider bore on here, which means we should get a bit more depth in the exhaust sound without going too mad. So let's get it on. As ever with LV10, it's very nicely manufactured and put together. First job is to undo these little 4mm bolts at the bottom to take the cover off. Two on the underside here, one up the top. There we go. The next job is this little 10mm bolt here, which tightens the bracket. We can loosen that and get that out of the way. The next job is to take the passenger foot peg off, just so that we can access the bolt. Take the circlip away. So very carefully I will take this out. Now we've just got two plates either side, and yeah, there is a little bearing in there as well, so you will have to be careful that you don't lose that. But that gives us access to the Allen key in here. As you can see, there's a little top hat on the back here with a rubber grommet. We can take that out, which just makes that a bit easier to push that bolt through. And then this should just lift away. There we go. In the packet, we've got this little carbon fibre mount. That's going to go on the back of the passenger foot peg, and that's where your mounting point is for the exhaust. And it comes with a replacement bolt, which is shorter because obviously you haven't got as much going on behind this. You haven't got the top hat, etc. Put the bracket on the back, and we'll just put that sort of loosely in position until we know exactly where the mount's got to be, and then we can tighten everything up before we put the passenger foot peg back on. LV10 also very kindly put a new clamp in the kit as well, so we may as well use that. And then it's simply a case of sliding the new exhaust muffler on. And then we can line that up. There is a gap here, so you'll see it when I do it up. You've got a spacer behind and a nut on the back. Then we can slide this clamp up onto here. There we go. Can nip that up. Now that clamp is tightened, we know this is not going to move. We can give this a bit of a tighten up. There we go. And then we can put together the foot peg. The hardest part about getting this in is just getting everything lined up so you can get the pin through. So last job now is to put the little carbon heat shield on. So there you go, obviously a nice simple job. because we're leaving this in place. But nice and neat, everything lined up, everything is nicely finished. The important thing though is, what does it sound like? So I'm going to go and show you a comparison between this and this on a cold start, and then we'll get it out on the road and see what it sounds like under load. Excuse the old school wired mic, but my Bluetooth one has just run out of battery. So the LV10 LV10 Black Edition exhaust looks fantastic, easy to fit as you saw, really nice quality. All of the fixtures and fittings and the finish of this is lovely, and it sounds nice too. It does exactly what I wanted it to do. It's given this bike that little bit more bite. We've got a slightly deeper tone without becoming too loud and obnoxious. I think I'm happy to leave it with that. I fear that if I put the link pipe on, it would just become a lot more louder. Actually, when I spoke to LV10 about it, they said that this is 94 decibels at 4,500 revs. If you fit the link pipe, it's 101 decibels, which I guess is still not horrible, but you have to remember that the difference between 101 and 94 is quite marked in the way the decibel readings work. So I'm going to leave this on the bike. When it comes to it, I may well get the cat ceramic coated black so that it blends in a little bit more, and I could probably tie that in with doing the header pipe as well. Price wise, I think these are really good value for money considering the quality. So I'll leave a link for the LV10 website for you to go away and have a look at that. As I say, I've used LV10 before and I really like the quality and the look and the sound. These guys produce exhausts for race bikes. They sponsor a couple of Moto3 teams, so they definitely know what they're doing, and I'm really happy with this. If you have any questions, then let me know in the comment section down below. For the next episode, it will probably be handlebars and brakes, and the handlebars will probably also incorporate bar and mirrors as well. We'll have a look at that. Potentially the tyres and wheels. We'll just have to see how it goes. I have got a seat arriving. It's a Ducati raised seat, so we'll see what that's like, but I don't think it's worth making a video just for that seat. I'll roll that into something else. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, all I can say is thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.